Lately, we've been trying to move from being activists for Jewish causes to being Jewish activists for global causes. And I think working for the LGBT community and towards LGBT inclusion within Jewish communities is a very important step. So we wanted to design a seminar that could look into how we can bring LGBT topics to communities that have been so far closed to the topics, and how can we make sure that communities have safe spaces for these members.
We tend to separate these categories like young Jewish students, LGBT activists, and they are not separate. It is very important to give space to everybody within our organization.
All coming from different places, as men, as women, or maybe somewhere on a spectrum, as gay people, as straight people, as orthodox, progressive. And if we want to build communities that people want to participate in, then we need to be thinking about issues of gender and sexuality, and the people best placed to do it are those that are willing to take the time and think about what it means, so that hopefully we are leading and participating in richer, more enjoyable, more vibrant, and importantly, more diverse and inclusive Jewish communities.
For me, it was my first seminar on this topic, so it was really quite new, and I learned a lot of things about gender, about sexuality.
What I want to take from this seminar is that understanding that together we can work and to have a bigger impact on our communities. Now that I know what's going on in Italy or what's going on in Belgium, I can have better understanding how and what I should develop in my own community.
It's very important to have this seminar in London and not in other cities, because London has a very unique community, which is an inspiration for, I think, everybody all over the world, not only in Europe. It's very diverse. You have all different kind of Judaism and in general of people.
I think it's really important for us to understand the other context in Europe and how that relates to us. And also I just think it's really important that we start building a network of activists. And I feel that today we've really started to do that, and that's really great for us. This group is amazing. I wish I had more time with them. Very engaged, very clever, asking some really interesting questions that really challenged me.
It was also quite interesting to talk with the Jewish Union students to learn about this method to bring the Torah back to the people, have it as a tool and not to be afraid from it.
Being gay and being Jewish hasn't always been easy. Now I feel very comfortable and part of lots of different Jewish communities, including Orthodox Jewish communities, but didn't always feel that way. So I hope it gives me a sensitivity to whoever might be feeling excluded, and that doesn't have to be about gender or sexuality, but anyone might be feeling like JSOC or EUJS or a Jewish community isn't for them, and hoping that the team, but being part of the team of people that thinks that's important, and to think about how we can be sensitive to the needs to include people and how they might feel pushed out.
EGLIO is the International Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Queer and Intersex Youth and Student Organisation. For the last 3 or 4 years, EGLIO has had a big focus on intersectionality, and for us it's very important that we work with all members of the LGBTQI community, regardless of all the different aspects of their identity. So we've been trying really hard to reach out to different organisations and networks and really build some links to make sure that we work across all groups and identities.
You can be both Jewish and gay, you can be Christian and gay, you can be Hindu and lesbian, they're not false dichotomies. You can live both identities simultaneously, and I think we need to do exactly what you're doing today in creating the space for LGBT people and people of faith to come together to have those chats and talk about faith and identity, and two very big topics in identity and in religion, and have that discussion. And I think it's great that you're doing this today, because it really sets the tone for LGBT people and people of faith to understand each other.
Definitely feel really inspired to take more action. I definitely feel more inspired to start organising something by myself. Yeah, I don't think we have these kind of things. I don't think we have something like Keshet in Poland, for instance, and I think there is a place for that.
The main point would be listen and allow people with the same identity to sort of talk to each other to say how organisations can get better. I think that's really important.
And I hope the message that they've taken away is that they have a responsibility and also a really important role in breaking silences so that LGBT people in their communities don't feel alone and isolated.
We have to make sure that we are a safe space for everybody. We are seen as someone to relate on and someone to be able to speak with. I think this is fundamental, and I'm very proud that we were able to do it.